Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. The show has an NL East matchup. The Atlanta Braves going up against the New York Mets.
And now,
first pitch coming at you right after the break.
New York Mets.
Almost ready to get underway. And today's starter, David Peterson. And Singy, he likes pitching at home.
Well, truly for him, there is no place like home. He's been so dominant here. And as a teammate, you expect him when pitching at home this year to go out and dominate just as he has. The fans expect it. And I think everyone around here knows that he's a good pitcher. Even though we don't see the same splits on the road, we're going to start to see that translate as well.
And now the DH, Jurickson Profar. And that's in for a strike. And we're underway. And that one is inside ball one. And a swing and a miss.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his own right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
One out, base is empty. Next offering is fouled back. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Here's the pitch to Olsen. Strike three, and that's two in a row.
Well, when you throw the same pitch back to back, that's how you want to do it. Set him up in the strike zone, then extend a little bit from there and see if you can get him to chase. Nicely done with the slider right there.
Marcell Ozuna stands in now and watches strike one. Two out, space is empty.
Yeah. 0-2 is the count.
Inside, and the count is 1-2.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Next one is off the play. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two down, nobody on. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Stays alive.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
2 outs. Got him. Dave Lawrence rings him up. Braves are set down 1-2-3. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here with my pal Singy, and on the hill in this one, Carlos Carrasco. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, you know this guy wants to be better than that. I mean, the ERA is bloated. He understands that he's got to put his team in a better position to win ball games. And at this point, you have to forget about your own individual stats, and you have to go out there and attack and try to get that W. And if you do that, you'll look up, and most likely that ERA will have dropped over time.
Francisco Lindor, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. For Lindor, being drafted out of Montverde Academy, He's a guy that's turned into one of the best all-around players in the game. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. So a man on base to start the inning.
Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
And now it's Juan Soto. Carrasco will move to first. Lindor back in there. Right through there for a strike. Way inside. Lindor aboard here at first with nobody out. Hit hard, base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
All over that one right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Here's Brandon Nimmo.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike. First and second here, no outs. Late swing, foul to the left. That one is absolutely belted. Should be extra bases. Oh, he botches it. One runs in. Another comes in to score. And they lead by 2.
Well, he had the opportunity to drive in some runs, and he comes through to break the tie. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso.
Really strong hitting performance recently, hitting better than .350 this month.
Fastball for a strike. Runner at third here, nobody out. Swing and a line drive, base hit into left field. In comes the run from third. It's 3-zip. Relay throw to second, but he's in there easily.
That's 2 consecutive extra base hits for this team. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now here's Jeff McNeil. Runner at second, nobody out. Popped in the air, left field. Ozuna makes the grab, 1 away.
Batting 6, right fielder, Starling Marte.
Here's a Mets lineup now. And Chris, this group has been struggling to put up runs lately.
Well, they haven't been on base a ton, and even when they are, they haven't been hitting very well with runners on base. So they need a player or two to really step up, have some quality at bats, hit according to the situation, and sort of break out of this. I think if they do, the rest of this lineup will follow.
Starling Marte in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. That one clips the outside corner, And 1-1.
Well, he left that changeup up. Got away with one there, and he'll take it, but doesn't want to make that mistake again.
Next offering is downstairs. That's inside. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Batting 7.
2 on, 1 out. Mullins now at the plate. And first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Two on, 1 out. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Next one just misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Ball that's outside.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Two now. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Albies over to second, not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. So digging in, Francisco Alvarez. And the pitch a little bit low, ball 1. Alonso on third. Mullins on at first with 2 down.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
First and second, 2 outs. Here's the third baseman, Brett Beatty. Check swing called strike. That's strike 1.
Well, it's not the inning he was planning on to begin this start, but you've got to find a way to shake things off and give your team some length and put up some zeros.
Next one misses, and now it's even 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
Next pitch is downstairs. Laboring here. About to throw his 30th pitch of the inning. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Ends the inning after they racked up a bunch of runs. So 9 batters come to the plate. 4 of them score. 1 inning in the books here. It's the Mets 4 and the Braves nothing. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. Here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish.
Albies is playing on the road, so you know that means he's been FaceTiming with his pet fish. This guy owns a few home aquariums, and it's no secret he likes talking to his fish when he's away. In fact, Albies had cameras installed so he can check on the fish anytime he wants.
Yeah, the lefty with the 0-1. On the ground to the left. And it finds its way through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Batting 5th, catcher Sean Murphy.
So here's Murphy now. He swings and misses at the first pitch.
0-1.
0-1. Murphy in his 6th season, hitting 5th in today's lineup. And he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2016. That one's in there, and that is strike 2. Dave Lawrence behind the plate today. Consistent and pretty accurate with the balls and strikes.
Yeah, he's one of those guys, Spook, that just keeps the game moving. Nothing overly unique about the strike zone that he calls, and as a result, he's appreciated by both sides.
Good eye in that spot. Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
2 balls,
I'd say the
2
latter,
strikes.
because the pitcher's got to pitch to his strengths.
Throw to
He's
second,
dead.
not in time. He's there easily.
Definitely trying to work down and get that double play ball, but it got away enough to erase any chance of that. Good job of moving up into scoring position. Now a hit could make that wild pitch really sting.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here at the top of the 2nd. That one a little bit high, and it's 3-2.
Looks like he thinks that should have been a strike at the top of the zone, but doesn't seem to be too upset. That's just a case where I think he's trying to get a better feel for the umpire's strike zone and what he's going to be calling. That's just a part of pitching.
Got him looking. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, he's really dialed in, and this offense is going to have to do
96,
something to try to
center
break that
fielder,
rhythm.
Michael
Maybe it's
Harris,
square around the
the
bunt,
second.
step out of the box, agitate him a little bit, do something that just changes what's happening right now, because at this pace it's going to be a long game, so you got to figure it out quickly.
Alvarez under it, makes the catch for the out, and there's 2 down.
Batting 7th, right fielder Eli White.
So up next, Eli White. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Fastball for a strike.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive, because there are certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Man on second, 2 down. And a swing and a miss. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. 1 left for Atlanta. They trail it here 4-0. Back here at City Field, bottom of the 2nd. And now it's Frankie Lindor.
Francisco Lindor.
Carrasco back to work. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field, and that one's gone. A massive home run. His 22nd homer of the year. It's 5-zip.
When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Soto at the plate now. That's ball 1. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
With the big bats coming
got a
up
ball,
and a
1
home
strike.
run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Next offering is in for a strike. That one missed. No question about this one. It's out of here. That'll fire up the dugout. Home run number 30 on the year. It's 6-0.
Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Big. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Carlos Carrasco is done in this one, and the opener strategy clearly didn't work out this time. New arm coming on. We'll be back after a short break. Bryce Elder on to pitch out of the pen here.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
So digging in, Brandon Nimmo. And that one is inside. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 1-1. And that one fouled off. One and two here. Caught him looking for the K.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Alonso swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today. And that misses. And the count even 1-1. That one is hammered right field. That's back there. Gone. So he goes the opposite way with that one. Their third home run of the inning. And they tack on to their lead. It's 7-0.
It's no surprise this guy has won the home run derby multiple times. He was born to hit them. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
To the right side, and that one finds its way through. So a man aboard now with one away.
Now batting, right fielder, Starling
Here's Starling Marte. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Out, number 2.
Now batting, the center fielder, Cedric Mullins.
Here's the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. 0 for 1, he hit into a fielder's choice his first time. And now the 0-1. That one pushed foul. Way outside, and that's ball 1. McNeil, the runner at first with 2 gone. And that just misses. Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here. And they add a pair. It's 9-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Next to hit, Francisco Alvarez. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Two down, nobody on. And that drops in for a strike.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Offense exploding for 5 so far in the inning. Bottom half of inning number 2. Lifted in the air down the left side, and that'll fall for a base hit.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat. Just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
Baden in the box now as he looks at ball 1. Second plate appearance of the day for him. Elder fires. Swings through that one out in front that time.
1-1.
Just missed.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
Popped up to the left into foul ground. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, and makes the grab. And that is that. So 5 runs in the inning as they bat around. We head on down to the top of the 3rd. It's the Mets 9 and the Braves nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the rookie third baseman, Nacho Alvarez Jr. He swings and fouls one off.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
0-2.
0-2 now. To the right side, and a foul ball. And now 1-2. Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
Swung on, belted. Raging back towards the wall. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Now batting, designated hitter, Jurickson.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Now the leadoff spot for the Braves, Jurickson Profar. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Smoked on the ground to second. McNeil gets it to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. Braves go down quickly here, and they're down 9-0. Back here in Queens, here's Francisco Lindor. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. And a strike in there. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. Hammered down the right side, but foul.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
When you look at the ability to save runs defensively, but then also put runs up on the scoreboard, that's the kind of player that every championship team needs to have.
That missed by a lot. 3-2 now. Out to center. Harris has a beat on it. And it's caught for the out.
Up next for the Mets, designated hitter,
Juan Soto now.
Soto.
He's already homered in this game. First pitch just misses. That one fouled off. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. That's down and in. A slider missed. Struck him out looking. 2 outs, base is empty. Now a chance for Brandon Nimmo. 1 for 2 in the game. He tripled and scored in the first. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Harris pulls it in on the run. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
All right, Singy, in ballpark entertainment, you got a favorite mascot race?
Yeah, I love what they do in D.C. with the former presidents.
Somebody always gets tackled. They always get hurt.
I know, and it's just crazy. Imagine running around in those big, bulky suits, and somebody's always going to go down.
And that one ripped into right, and foul ball. Do you remember when Tim Kirkchin ran in the sausage race in Milwaukee?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah, they used one of the kid-size ones.
You know, this isn't exactly a mascot race, but I love what they do in Atlanta with the freeze. I wanted to race the freeze at one point. I don't think my hamstrings could hold up for it now.
I feel like 5 years ago you could have handled the freeze. It would have been fun, and I would bait you into it and try and get you to train to race the freeze, and it just never materialized.
Yeah, I appreciate that you had enough confidence in me that I could beat a guy who looks like he was going to the Olympic trials at some point or another. But yeah, it's always a great thing to watch there at Truist Park.
Would you have worn one of those bobsled outfits like the freeze wears?
Nah, they'd have been a little too revealing for me at this age.
I feel you. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this one, Boog. fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so he's got a good pace going, no doubt. And first offering is fouled off. Now with the shift on, hits right into it. Beatty to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
Up next for Atlanta, second baseman Ozzie Albies.
2 down, bases empty. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. 1 for 1 with a single so far. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Just off the inside edge. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Ready to go, bottom 4. Here's Pete Alonso.
First baseman, Pete Alonso.
It didn't take very long for Alonso to set the home run record here at Citi Field. He passed Lucas Duda for the top spot in June of 2023.
Throw on to Olsen. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Now batting, second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
Jeff McNeil stands in. There's a strike.
0-1.
Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Fouled off to the right. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Whips it to first on the run. And it beats him. What a play.
Now batting, right fielder, Starling Marte.
Starling Marte up to hit. He's 0 for 1. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
1-1.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Got him swinging. Down in order go the Mets, but they're still in command. 9-0. New inning getting started, and here's the catcher, Sean Murphy. Peterson back to work. And that's outside.
You know, these Braves, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Close, but call the ball. Now 2 balls and a strike.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a chopper out to short. Sends it across to first. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
Now batting, center fielder, Michael Harris, the second.
And now the center fielder, Michael Harris II. He popped out to the catcher his first time up.
He's been very consistent with his command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a guy can repeat his delivery like this.
Swing and a ball popped in the air, and it falls. And they have their first hit since the second inning.
Now batting, right fielder Eli White.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
Man at first with 1 gone. Eli White next up for the Braves. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Just missed.
That pitch is out.
Man at first, 1 away. Pitch misses there, and it's 2-1. Breaking ball misses down and away.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
That finds the mark on the inside corner.
Count's full.
This one in the air. Alonso settles underneath it. They got it for out number 2.
Now batting, third baseman Nacho Alvarez Jr.
And next for Atlanta, Nacho Alvarez Jr. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. Save.
He's safe.
Fantastic effort, but that extends the inning. First and second, 2 down. Now Nick Allen, 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. That one's in there, and that is strike 1.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
First and second, 2 down, and we're at the top of the 5th. Outside low, ball 1. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely, and I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
In the air on the infield, Lindor. And that is that. 2 left for Atlanta. Steep hill to climb. It's a 9-0 deficit.
Now pitching for
Back
Atlanta.
now to start the bottom of the 5th, and
Number
taking over on the
52.
mound, Dylan Lee.
Definitely a guy that pounds the strike zone, makes hitters earn their way on base, and rarely gets in trouble because of free passes.
Here's the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. He's
Center
already
fielder,
homered here in this one.
Cedric Mullins.
Lee in his 3rd season, 30 years old now, and he was a 10th round pick back in 2016.
Well, these Mets, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
A changeup missing. 1-2 the count. And they'll do it again. The 1-2. on and missed. Struck him out. And one gone.
Wow, just great bite to that slider.
Now
Broke
batting,
hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold
Francisco
up the swing. You know, as a hitter,
Alvarez.
that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Alvarez in the box again. Takes a strike. Movement in the Atlanta bullpen. Austin Cox, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. One down, base is empty. Next offering misses down and away.
I got a ball, one strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Good job to fight that one off. The pitch. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Off the plate, the count now 2-2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
That one misses in the dirt. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Hard ground ball, base knock. And after grinding through that at bat, he gets the best of him.
Up next for the Mets, third baseman
Brett Beatty up now for the Mets. 0 for 2 in this one. Next offering is in for a strike. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Battling here as he fouls it away. In the dirt. Alvarez stands at first with one out. That one misses, and the count is filled up. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now one out.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Francisco Lindor at the plate. The Mets shortstop, originally drafted by Cleveland, and a guy with some serious power and an excellent defender. And a foul ball. Runners at first and second with one gone. Last half of inning number 5. that one outside. And the count 1-2. Got him looking, and he did not like the call. So he gets the call and picks up the strikeout looking.
Sometimes with a good hitter at the plate, he'll be the one to get the benefit of the doubt if he lays off on a close pitch like that, but just not right there. Strike zone definitely expanded a little bit with 2 strikes.
So first and second with 2 outs. And now Juan Soto. Check swing, and he went. And that's strike 1.
0-1.
Two on, 2 outs. Next offering in there for a strike. 0-2
No
now.
balls, 2
Man, I'm
strikes.
pretty impressed out there on the mound right now. I mean, these are tough spots where pitchers really got to bear down. Those last 2 pitches were well executed.
On the inside corner for called strike 3. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. 5 innings complete. It's the Mets 9 and the Braves nothing. Back here at Citi Field, start of the 6th, John Shelby with Chris Singleton, and leading off, Jurickson Profar. And first offering is fouled off. And that's
1
in the
ball,
dirt.
2 strikes.
And that's
That's
off
off the plate.
the
Ball
inside edge. And it's 2-2. Liner caught it second.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
That's out to center field. Mullins settles under it and makes the catch. 2 away now. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the left fielder, Marcell Ozuna. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Here's the pitch to Ozuna. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. That's his 8th strikeout of the game. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's the Mets 9 and the Braves nothing. And we're back. Bottom of the 6th inning. And stepping in for New York, Brandon Nimmo. There's a strike at the knees. The Braves bullpen has some activity. Daysbel Hernandez getting loose out there. Johnson getting loose as well. That's in there. 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Gonna count 1 and 2.
That's just out.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And a 1-2 again. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Breaking ball misses down and away. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing
Now
more
batting,
fastballs in that
first
location.
baseman,
Hitters,
Pete
especially
Alonso.
with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Alonso in the box now. No balls and a strike. And there's a foul ball. Here's the 0-2. Ball one there.
2 strikes.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along.
Well, you could tell he wasn't expecting that ball to break back in on him. He may have been looking for something away, maybe something soft, but that slider on the inside corner absolutely froze him.
Here's the second baseman, Jeff McNeil. 1 for 3. And that's outside. Ball 1. And that is out of play. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. That one outside. 2 balls and a strike. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. He's got it. And that is out number 3. Offense held in check there. 7th inning coming up. It's the Mets 9 and the Braves nothing. Top of inning number 7. Now it's the second baseman, Ozzie Albies. That's in for a strike.
Well, the guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes. As a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the...
He dives, but he can't make the catch. No throw, and he's on at first.
It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup. Your job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off an inning. So an infield single does the job right there. Now we'll see if they can make something happen.
Here's Sean Murphy. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in at bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one.
Albies on at first, nobody out. That's off the mark, and the count is 1-1.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
That one misses, and a full count now. On the ground, and it goes just foul. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swings through it for the K. And the runner holds.
Now batting, the center fielder,
and
Michael
here is
Harris,
Michael
the
Harris the second. 1 for 2. Hit in the air, left field. Nimmo makes the grab for the second out.
Now batting, right fielder, Eli White.
Eli White, the next to hit. There's a strike.
Well, this looks like it's going to be a wasted opportunity. It's frustrating when you get the leadoff man on, but you can't get him into scoring position. They're going to need a big knock. Try to put something up on the board.
2 outs.
Ball, that's out.
Swing and a miss.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity.
Well, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning.
Now pitching.
We're back in a new pitch. 7th, Pierce Johnson.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Now it's the right fielder, Starling Marte. Check swing on the first pitch. Appeal down to first, and he held back according to Ricky Halladay. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But, yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it could be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at-bat turns out.
Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Second walk of the game for him,
Now
and he's been really patient at the plate. The game plan that he's sticking to is just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Mullins
That's a ball.
in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Swinging a foul straight back. Nobody out. Runner at first. The 1-1 is fouled off. Johnson fires.
2-2 the count.
In the dirt, blocked. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Makes the catch, and there's one gone.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty
Now
good timing on it. Just got
catcher,
underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Alvarez.
Francisco Alvarez will hit next. 3 for 3 with 3 singles. That one drilled left field. Fair ball. Around second is Marte. Coming home. Play at the plate.
On the tap.
Got
He's
him.
out.
Well, clearly being aggressive on the bases right there, trying to add on to that big lead. Credit to the defense, though. Nice execution to cut him down at the plate. Man, it's good to see they're still out there trying to make plays for their pitcher.
Brett Beatty up now for the Mets. Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-1. Man at second. Ball 1 low. Man on second, 2 down.
Hey.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater. No runs, 1 hit, a double, no errors, and 1 man left. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Mets 9 and the Braves nothing. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Tyler Rogers.
And he's been really
Now
shutting
pitching
down
for
hitters
the
from the
Mets.
right side of the plate this year. Not a
Number
lot of hard
71.
contact. Not a lot of hits, period.
Tyler Rogers.
So now to the
Leading
plate
off
for Atlanta.
the Braves,
Nacho
third baseman,
Alvarez Jr.
Nacho Alvarez Jr.
And that one
Ball 1.
upstairs, ball 1. Action in the pen down there. Sean Manaea preparing to come on if needed. That's
Ball
off the inside corner, and that's ball 2. Swings through that one for strike 1.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Not even
balls,
close
1
there.
strike.
Now 3-1. That one misses.
Buffalo, that pitch is
So a
out.
leadoff walk.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's
Now
just
batting,
mentally
shortstop,
prepared,
Nick
knowing that if
Allen.
it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have 1 more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
Nick Allen next up for the Braves. Allen having a lot more success on the road this season. That misses, and it's 1-0. Rogers, a 6'3" righty. He features a sinker, a slider, and he works in a four-seamer. The 1-0. A little bit low.
2-2.
Alvarez gets his lead at first. Nobody out. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Next offering is in for a strike.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Close, but called a ball. And now 3-2. Runner at first with no outs here. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pretty good spot on the outside, but just couldn't quite clip the zone. That's a stone cold
Now
take.
batting.
So back to the top of the order.
Jurickson
Jurickson Profar. Next up for the Braves. 0 for 3 in this one. Knee high, that's in for a strike.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue to finish off this hitter.
And he pumps it a strike. First and second, no outs. And we're in the top of the 8th. Foul ball, still 0-2. Next offering is outside.
Ball, that's outside.
Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. And a foul ball, he stays alive. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And that'll load the bases.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Bases loaded, nobody out. Here's Matt Olson down. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Liner snagged it first. Takes it to the bag himself, but he's back in time.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. And first offering is fouled off. Just missed. 1 out, bases full. And that misses. Now 2 balls and a strike.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Fights it off. He'll see another. 2-2 now. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Bases loaded, one away. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Here is Ozzie Albies up to him.
Second baseman Ozzie Albies.
Love how the guy out there in the mound did not panic after loading the bases. Went right to work, got 2 quick outs, and he's got to bear down just to get one more and get out of this inning.
And downstairs. So they're all loaded up with 2 outs. Right side, and that's just foul. That one to first. Alonso takes it himself out to escape a bases loaded jam unscathed. This one pretty well decided at this point. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Mets 9 and the Braves nothing. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate.
Francisco Lindor.
Johnson back to work. That one catches the zone. That's strike 1. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. And the leadoff man aboard.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one.
Now
Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Here's Juan Soto. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Lindor gets his lead at first with nobody out. Off the plate inside. And it's 1-1. Rolled to short. Possible 2-ball. 1 at second.
That's an out.
And that's 2.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
So up next for New York, Brandon Nimmo. Check swing called strike. That's strike 1.
Nope.
2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That catches the corner.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
Pierce Johnson fires upstairs, and the count is 2-2.
2-2 the count.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. Mets go down quickly, but they still hold a 9-0 lead. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the catcher, Sean Murphy. And strike 1 to the catcher. On the ground right side. And foul ball. Outside, and that's ball 1. And they'll do it again. Fly ball pretty well struck right field. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Up next for Atlanta, center fielder Michael Harris II.
Now in for the Braves, Michael Harris II. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
The hitting's going to come around. He's going to figure it out. But right now, his big asset is the way he plays the game on defense.
Swing and a miss. And they're down to their last out.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there. At least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
So it's their last chance in this one. Eli White next up for the Braves. That's a strike. Two down, nobody on. Foul ball. This could end it. Hit to second, and this should do it. On to first, ball game. And the Mets use two pitchers to combine for the shutout.
Well, we saw complete domination in this one. The offense exploded for a blowout, and then the pitching staff nails. Locked down the opponent. This team did everything right today.
9-0 your final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long. John Shambi and Chris Singleton on the call. The first half of the All-Star break is behind us, and partner, it's go time in the second half.
And if you want to be playing meaningful games at the end of September, you got to put your head down and grind for the next 8 weeks.
The Atlanta Braves going up against the New York Mets. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. About to get started here. And today's starter, David Peterson. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Jerks in profile, leading things off and takes a strike. Back to the mound, and that squirts through. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Batting second, first baseman Matt Olson.
And now Matt Olson up to hit. Double play ball to second. Whips it to first. One out in the top of the first.
Batting third.
Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup.
Marcell
This is an
Ozuna.
offense, Chris, that's having a hard time scoring runs right now.
Yeah, sometimes things just aren't going to click, and unfortunately what happens is players press, they try to do a little bit more, and they get out of their game. You've got to let the game come to you. If you chase it, it's going to run from you. So this is a team that just needs to calm down, relax, and understand that they're going to come out of this.
Marcell Ozuna, the next to hit, takes ball one. Up the middle. Gets it to first. Ozuna is out.
Batting fourth, second baseman Ozzie Albies.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. He's going to finish with a new career high in stolen bases, Chris. And that one is in the dirt. And that is ball one. Fouled off. He was late. Squirts away a little bit. Runner holds. Count goes to 2-1. Profar at third with 2 away. Right down to shoot, and now 2-2.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Base hit, left center field. And the Braves score first. It's 1-0.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence.
Here's Sean Murphy. And a foul ball. Snap throw to first. Albies dives back in. And there's a ball.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
That's a ball.
Little trouble with this one behind the plate. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Two outs. Missed with a changeup, and that's ball 3.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
In the air, left field. Makes the catch, and that is that. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 1-0 ball game. Back after this on the show. Back here with my pal Singy. And on the mound in this one, Carlos Carrasco.
Well, he's been giving up a lot of hard contact this season. I mean, coming in, guys are hitting comfortably in the high 200s. So many times there's some bad luck, but then also there's just a little miss here or a little miss there that changes the outcome of the at-bat. We'll see if he can be consistent and make adjustments quickly in this one.
Francisco Lindor, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one.
Oh, here's a game Lindor will never forget. One night in July of 2023, he went 5 for 5 with a home run, 2 triples, and he scored 3 runs. That stat line is so rare, only one other player has done it. Guess who? Willie Mays in 1958.
The 1-1 is fouled off. That's ripped. Base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Batting second.
Here's Juan Soto. Another solid power season. Down and away for ball one. Outside corner, there's a strike.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
Swing and a miss. One, you get hurt. Inside. And the count is even, 2-2. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Has room, and he makes the catch. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Starling Marte.
Tops on the team in batting average, Boog. A guy who's showing off some excellent bat-to-ball ability when he digs in at the plate. You know, that's useful if your team needs to get an inning going, get a leadoff man on. But it's also incredible to have a guy like that in the lineup because he's a run producer who can drive in runs if you've got guys on base already. So he's a huge piece in this lineup.
Brandon Nimmo stands in here, takes ball one low. Man at first, one away. Yeah, that's fouled off. Way inside, gets out of the way.
Hey, 2-2 the count.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Harris fires it in quickly, and that forces the runner to hold on at second. 2 on with 1 away.
Everything came together for him. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
First and second, 1 out. Here's Pete Alonso. Out to short. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. No throw, safe at first, and we'll see if it's an error.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Now a great opportunity to at least tie up this game with something like a sac fly or an error in the infield, but another hit to the outfield could absolutely end it.
Jeff McNeil stands in. Just missed.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Lindor, the runner at third. Nimmo over at second. Alonso over at first with 1 away. Lifted in the air, right center field. White sizing this one up. Drops into the glove. Here comes the runner from third. He'll score on the sac fly. It's 1-1.
Well, that can be a tough one with the bases loaded. You can try to do too much, but there he didn't. He stayed within himself. He got that run in with the sac fly. Would have been nice if the runners behind could have advanced, but they'll take what they got.
Starling Marte stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Line drive, base hit. Heading for the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single and a 2-1 ball game now.
Well, he gets it done in a big spot to get the run across. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
And next for the Mets, Cedric Mullins. Swing, a high fly ball hit in the air, left center field. This one's got a chance, and it's off the wall. Headed for the plate. The relay throw. It's off the mark, and he scores. And they lead by 3.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Francisco Alvarez getting ready to hit. And that's off the outside edge. 1-0.
Well, it's not the inning he was planning on to begin this start, but you've got to find a way to shake things off and give your team some length and put up some zeros.
And the pitch. That's down and in. That one hammered center field. That's back there. And in at second with an RBI double.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Brett Beatty up now for the Mets. And that's
Ball
off the inside edge. Ball 1. And another ball.
No strike.
In the air, left field, down the line, and that's a foul ball. Man at second. Hard hit left side. Throw on to Olsen. Inning over, although plenty of damage done. But 9 batters hit in the inning, 5 come around to score. We go on to inning number 2. It's the Mets 5 and the Braves 1. Back here at Citi Field, second inning set to go. And now the center fielder, Michael Harris II. Peterson back to work. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. Peterson, in his 5th season, he features a sinker, a four-seamer, a slider, a changeup, and he occasionally uses a curve. Ground ball to the right side. Toss to Alonso. 1 out in the second.
Batting 7th, right fielder Eli White.
And next for Atlanta, Eli White. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. And that misses. Ball one. One out, bases empty. Fought off foul. The next pitch misses, and a count 2-1. There's a swing and a miss.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
He goes down looking.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Nacho Alvarez Jr. stands in now, looks at that one inside. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Batting ninth, shortstop Nick
Allen. Next up for the Braves. Ball one, no strikes. Alvarez leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Next offering is in for a strike. Laced down the line. This looks like extra bases. Coming home. The relay, but it's offline. It's 5-2.
Back-to-back base hits. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
So the lineup flips over. Here's Profar now. Singled and scored his first time. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1. Ground ball up the middle. Lindor to first. They limit the damage here. The Braves add one on the RBI double. It's now 5-2. Back here in Queens, and the batter will be the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
As a batter, he's known for performing better in these night games. He might start 2 for 2 in this one.
The shortstop takes the ball. Just missed. Assigned to home plate duty is Ricky Holiday.
Boog, and something I've heard players saying about Ricky's strike zone is how he will call the high strike. That could be something that's tough to deal with, especially if you've got a pitcher out there coming at you with high velocity.
Nope, that's inside.
Singy wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff at the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though. Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Soto, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Fouled off left side.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls it off, still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
No, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Inside, just missed.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
That's a walk. Went with another changeup but missed the spot.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy is just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
1 down. And stepping in for New York, Brandon Nimmo. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
A changeup missing, and now it's even 1-1. That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. And now 2 aboard.
Now batting, the first baseman.
In steps the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Reached on an infield single his first time. High fly ball out into left center field. Harris sizes this one up, and he makes the catch. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, second baseman Jeff McNeil.
And now Jeff McNeil drove in a run with a sac fly his first time up. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Harris has a beat on it. Makes the grab, and that is that. 2 left for the Mets, and it remains 5-2. And we're back.
Leading
Top
off
half
for
of the
Atlanta,
3rd inning.
first
Here
baseman,
is Matt Olson. Line drive, base hit, right center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Wastes no time there. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit. Sliced hard but foul. The 0-1. There's a strike.
Well, that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
Alonso to second, back to first, double play. 3-6-3, nicely done.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Outside low, and that's ball 1. 2 outs, base is empty. On the ground to third. On to first. And Albies is retired. And the inning is over. And the Braves go down quietly. And the deficit remains 5-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the bottom of the third. And now the right fielder, Starling Marte. Now this is in the air down the line. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Cedric Mullins.
So up next for New York, Cedric Mullins. Doubled his first time. Swinging a foul out of play. The 0-1. And that's downstairs and outside. High fly ball, right field. White on his way over. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Now batting,
maybe caught that one off the end just a little
Francisco
bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to
Alvarez.
really drive it.
Here's the catcher to hit, Francisco Alvarez. He doubled home a run in his first AB. Splits the plate, 0-1. On the ground to third. Over to first. That ends the inning. And the Mets go down 1-2-3. They're still out in front 5-2. Back here at Citi Field. Leading off, Sean Murphy.
Sean Murphy.
First
Counts
pitch,
1-0.
not close.
You know, these Braves just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
And that's outside. And a count 2-1.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Tosses to first. 1 up, 1 down. Michael Harris the second. Next up for the Braves. Grounded out his first time. The Braves trailing by 3. Top half of inning number 4. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. That one just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And now it's 1-2. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
2 down, base is empty. Eli White now at the plate. That's a strike across the top of the zone. Pitch
That's a
misses
ball.
there. 1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1.
Curve in
2
the dirt.
balls, 1 strike.
Popped up. McNeil nabs it, and that is that. Down in order go the Braves. They trail at 5-2. Back here in Queens, John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Brett Beatty. Right through there for a strike.
Well, these Mets doing a good job at the plate with runners on base, and that can be a key difference maker in the game. They put a bunch of runs on the board, thanks in large part to 4 hits with runners in scoring position.
And that misses at 1-1.
On top of that, they haven't left many guys on base, so they've been efficient getting runners on and finding ways to bring them home.
Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. And that turns the lineup over.
Now batting, shortstop.
Here comes the manager out of the Braves dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Carlos Carrasco is done in this one. Got them some innings, but they didn't come easy. New pitcher coming on, and we'll be back after a quick break.
Now pitching for
Bryce
Atlanta.
Elder comes on now.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
Back to the top of the Mets order. Stepping in, the slugging shortstop, Francisco Lindor. First pitch misses. Lindor was born in Puerto Rico, but actually played his high school ball in Florida. Nobody out, runner at first. Back up the middle and a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Batting, designated hitter.
So now here's the Mets DH. Juan Soto. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Harris ranges back. And that one is gone. A 3-run homer. Home run number 30 on the year. And they throw 3 on the board. It's 8-2. 1 pitch, 1 swing, 1 home run.
Yeah, you could say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. Really great job of anticipation there. He knows he throws the sinker. That one down in the zone. You're trying to beat it to the spot it's getting to. Well, he won.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. He's 2 for 2. And first offering is fouled off. Nobody out with 3 runs in already this frame. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Next one is off the plate. And it's a ball and a strike.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. And boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
Breaking ball inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Stays alive. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swing and a high fly ball right field. White should have this one. One down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in
Pete
the head, but going to work at the
Alonso.
next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Next is the cleanup hitter for the Mets, Pete Alonso. Here's a high chopper. Murphy throws to first in time, and that takes care of Alonso.
Up next for the Mets, second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
2 outs, base is empty. Jeff McNeil up now for the Mets. That pitch in for a strike. 0-1.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
One ball, 2 strikes.
That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Outside with a breaking ball.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
And that one off the inside edge. You walked him. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Didn't miss by much right there. Just couldn't get the call off the inside corner.
Runner
at first with 2 away. Now it's the right fielder, Starling Marte. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
Next offering in there for a strike. That is strike 2.
Very well executed changeup right there. If he can command the fastball consistently, that's going to be an important pitch in terms of him turning this outing around.
Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Harris makes the grab, and that'll do it. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. And this is now an 8-2 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back.
Leading
Ready
off
now for the
for the
5th
Braves,
inning.
third
Down the
baseman,
third baseman,
Nacho
Nacho Alvarez Jr.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
And it's fouled away. The lefty ready, and a 1-1.
Ball 2.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
Gets the call. 2-2 now. Gets a piece and stays alive. And that skips in the dirt. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. That's to third. Beatty to first.
Got him.
So they get the out after a long battle at the plate.
Up next for Atlanta, shortstop Nick Allen.
So now to the plate for Atlanta, Nick Allen. Doubled in his first AB. Check swing, called strike. That's outside, and the count is 1-1. The shortstop takes the ball.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Now all even up. Swing and a pop-up. McNeil hauls it in for the out. 2 down.
Now batting, designated hitter Jurickson
Now
Profar.
batting Jurickson Profar. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. Profar, 32 years old, and he's a native of Curacao. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Not sure if he could be in more of a groove. Looks really relaxed. He's retired 7 straight.
Nope.
This guy's feeling it right now.
Clobbered to right field, way back, gone. He sends it out of here. His 7th home run of the season, and they cut into the deficit. It's 8-3.
That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Base is empty with 2 away. Matt Olson next up for the Braves. And he takes a strike. Hit in the air right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. They go back-to-back. Home run number 20 on the year, and they close the gap. It's 8-4. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
So 2 away with nobody on. Now the left fielder, Marcell Ozuna. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Ball 1, no strikes.
He gets there with the slide to first. And that's a great play for the out. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now an 8-4 score. It's Major League Baseball on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. Elder back to work. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And that one is out of here. His 17th of the year. It's 9-4. He put a charge into that one.
That was a lightning swing right there. No doubt about it. good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Bryce Elder departs. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. So they turn to the lefty in this spot, Dylan Lee.
Atlanta,
This guy's a strike thrower. He's done an excellent job of avoiding walks so far this season.
So up next, Francisco Alvarez. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball one.
Well, these Mets doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. Double-digit hits and 0 strikeouts. I don't know which of those is more impressive, but especially in today's game, that's something they can feel very good about.
And another ball.
2-0.
That just misses, and that's ball 3.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
Hot shot to third. Zips it to first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
now batting third baseman, Brett Beatty.
And next for the Mets, Brett Beatty, 1 for 2. Check swing, went around. That's strike 1. 1 out, bases empty, and a run in. Last half of inning number 5. He swings and fouls one off. Battling here as he fouls it away. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Nice. Doubled up with the slider for that punch out. The one before just caught the zone. So as a hitter, you have to protect right there. Great pitch to just expand a little bit more. He got that chase he was looking for. That right there is good pitching.
And first offering is fouled off. Gets the slider in there for a strike.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Next offering is down low.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Two down, nobody on. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Next pitch inside. And the count's even at 2. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Goes down looking. The Mets add 1 to their lead on this solo shot. It's opened up now, 9-4. You're dialed into the show. Back here at Citi
Leading
Field.
off
All right,
for the
we go to
Braves,
the
second
top
baseman,
half of
Ozzie
inning number
Albies.
6. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Ozzie Albies. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. Foul ball there. Outside low, ball 2. And that one hit to first. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. Now one gone in the top of the 6th.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Now in for the Braves, Sean Murphy. 0 for 2 in this one. And that's ripped into left, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. That ball was absolutely ripped. 111 off the bat. And I'm pretty sure it started to whistle after it left the bat.
I think I heard that too, Boog. And these are the moments we appreciate when we can look at StatCast and just see exactly what the data is. Always so much fun to see what numbers pop up.
Harris stands in now and watches strike 1. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets, Tyler Rogers, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Minaya, a left-hander, also throwing. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Murphy, the base runner at first with 1 out. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And down on strikes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Yeah, that's a tough pitch to stay on. You don't want to get beat inside. And as you see that pitch continue to run away from you, by the time it's in the catcher's mitt, you think it's a ball off the plate away.
White in the box again, takes a strike. The Mets leading by 5, and we're in the top half of the 6th. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. He makes the grab, and that's the 3rd out. 1 hit, 1 left. 2, 3, 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Mets 9 and the Braves 4. Bottom of the 6th, and now the Mets DH, Juan Soto.
Leading off for the Mets, designated hitter, Juan Soto.
And that one a little below the knees. And that is ball 1. Movement in the Atlanta bullpen. Pierce Johnson appears to be getting loose. Just off the outside edge. And the count is 2-0. This to third. Throw on to Olsen. They get the out on Soto.
Now batting, left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Here's the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. And takes low for ball one.
Counts 1-0.
A play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the sixth. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his third of the game.
Oh, that slider was way out of the zone. And
now
for me, it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your two-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss as you did right there.
He's got it, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down that time. We're through 6 full. It's the Mets 9 and the Braves 4.
Now pitching
The
for
Mets
the
with a
Mets.
new arm on the mound, Tyler
Number
Rogers.
71.
And this marks the 60th time he's come on the pitch so far this year. Clearly a
Leading
very
off for
relied upon
Atlanta,
arm in this
third
bullpen.
baseman,
Nacho Alvarez Jr. digs in now. Hit on the ground to short. Lindor on to first. Just got him on that one.
Well, he's one of the best shortstops in the sport, no doubt about it. And he put his skills on display once again right there. Great stop on the backhand, but it was the transfer and throw for me that really stood out. With the speed going down the line, there's no way he gets the out any other way. That was impressive.
And that one fouled off. One down, base is empty. On the ground to first, Alonso takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Jurickson Profar.
Profar climbs in on that left side. He's already homered in this game. First pitch, and he just misses.
Ball.
Two down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Right through there for a strike.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
2 outs. And that's off the outside edge. 3-1. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Toss to Alonso. Profar is out, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Braves go down quickly here. They trailed it here 9-4.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Pierce Johnson.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
So digging in,
Leading
Jeff
off
McNeil.
for the Mets, second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
And first offering is fouled off. And
1-1.
ball one. And that one in the air center field. Harris has a beat on it. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, the right fielder, Starling Marte.
Here's Starling Marte. Pitch misses. Ball one. Next offering popped in the air, right field, and there's two down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Cedric Mullins.
Two down, bases empty. And stepping in for New York, Cedric Mullins. He's already homered here in this one. And the first offering is not close. That one fouled off. Ripped on a line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is the third out of the inning. Nothing doing for the Mets. They're on top, however, 9-4. Back here in Queens, we're at the top of the eighth. And here's the first baseman, Matt Olson. Rogers back to work. Rogers goes 6 feet 3 inches. He features a sinker, a slider, and he works in a four-seamer. Now 1-1.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Next pitch is outside. Next offering is fouled back. That misses the zone, and the count's full. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, you know that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well, and you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. 3 groundouts already. He's 0 for 3. And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. That's too low. And now it's even 1-1. And that is out of play. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Swinging a foul straight back. Next offering in there for a strike.
No
And
ball,
that's
two
strike
strikes.
2.
That slider breaking in can be a tricky pitch. If you don't finish it and have that bite at the end and it stays out over the plate, it can get hit a long way. But that was a good one right there.
Foul.
And 1 and 2.
ball.
That's towards center. Mullins under it. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. Bottom of the 8th. Here's the
Leading
catcher
off
for the Mets, Francisco
catcher,
Alvarez.
Francisco Alvarez.
And that drops in for a strike.
That big curve inside's a pitch that can buckle you a little bit. Looks like a fastball out of hand and then just drops over that
One
inside
ball,
part
one
of the
strike.
plate.
Check swing, no appeal, and that's ball 1. And that's in
a
the
ball.
dirt.
2-1.
In the air, left field, down the line, pulls up on it, and that's a base hit.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad
Yeah,
jump. Those small
Third
moments can be
baseman,
costly.
Brett Beatty.
Man at first, Brett Beatty up now for the Mets. 1 for 3. In there for strike 1. Liner, and this could be trouble. Alvarez through second. Coming home. Now a relay to the plate. He will score. It's 10-4.
Picks himself up an RBI. Just a great approach. Looked like that was exactly what he wanted to do with that pitch. And right off the bat, he knew he was taking that wide turn at first to head for second.
Back to the top of the order now. Francisco Lindor up now for the Mets. And a foul ball. Oh, and 2 now as he swings through it.
0-2.
Good job to fight that one off. 1 on, nobody out, a run in here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Cold strike 3 on the fastball, and that ran back over the inner half.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside
Now
corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Now here is Juan Soto. Just
That's
missed.
just out.
And
No
another
pitch off the
ball.
plate. Ball 2.
High fly ball out to center field. Harris sizing this one up. That's out number 2.
Up next for the Mets, left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
So man aboard. So up next for New York, Brandon Nimmo. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. That one at the knees for a strike. Runner at second, 2 down. Foul ball, still 0-2. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. That is the inning. A run on 2 hits and they leave 1. 9th inning coming up. It's the Mets 10 and the Braves 4.
Now pitching.
We're
for
back.
The Mets.
It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Clay Holmes.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Sean Murphy.
Sean Murphy.
Right through there for a strike. Check swing and he went. No balls, 2 strikes.
No balls, 2 strikes.
They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Caught him looking for the K.
Now batting, center fielder,
So up next,
Michael Harris
the second. 0 for 3 in this one. And there's a strike.
0-1's the count.
The Mets up big in this one here at the top of the 9th. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Activity in the bullpen. Gregory Soto, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Minaya getting cranked up as well. Backed off the plate that time. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. That one outside. 2-2. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Baden under it. Hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 down.
Up next for Atlanta, right fielder, Eli
The Braves
White.
down to their last out. Eli White next up for the Braves. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Slider right there.
He's so solid. calms the heart rate of the pitcher and the manager when the ball goes up in the air. You just automatically assume that it's an out every time it's hit in the air.
That's in there. That's strike 2.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial gold glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
The Braves down to their final strike. And a base hit up the middle. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. Nacho Alvarez Jr. will hit next. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. Next offering is fouled back. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. 2 outs. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, this team was ready from the first pitch of the ball game. Swinging the bats, scoring runs, just very aggressive. I feel like they set the tone, and that tone created a momentum that took them all the way to the finish line. Nice win today.
10-4 is how it ends. Roger Dodger, ground beef control. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.